Good morning, everybody. So as you guys saw in the last video, we had a lot of issues with the tag at Sebring, so we're just getting right to it. Literally the next day I came out and started getting work. So I'm going to show you what I did so far for cooling. So I follow a guy named James Howden on Instagram and all over the place actually, and he has a time attack Integra that's pretty insane and ridiculous. It's really crazy, but I actually found a picture of his car from a long time ago where he actually did a cutout like this. So I actually reached out to him and asked him about it, and he said it made a huge difference. So I got a hood vent coming, so when that gets here, it's being made in Russia, so it's probably gonna take a little bit, but I'm gonna make a duct today to direct air up into the turbo, up over this intercooler. The intercooler is not too big of a deal. I got all this down here for that. So this will be strictly for cooling the radiator and that turbo off, and then it'll come out the heat extractor up out the top and hopefully drop temperatures like crazy. But before we get into that today, I did get my harness in yesterday, so I'm going to finish up that. I started already yesterday when I got it in real quick, just so I can get a taste of what I need to finish. So I already got the back ones in, they're all strapped up. I got to clean up the excess. I got this one bolted in. This one just went in the factory bolt location, and I have to now drill and bolt those in and drill and bolt that one in, because it's nearly impossible to bolt that one, the eye bolt in for that. There's no room over there, so I have to make a new hole. But yeah, so literally we're halfway done because I got 3 out of 6. So gonna go ahead and we're gonna start that first, get that finished up, and then we're gonna move up front here. So I already went and grabbed some hardware this morning. This is an extra eye bolt that I have. It came with the kit, so I don't know why that one's missing coating, but I already went and grabbed some hardware for the 3 that I have to drill. So luckily I found some thick washers for the bottom, therefore I don't need to fabricate any bottom plates or anything like that. These are extremely thick, and then these are going to be for the top. Some lock nuts so they don't back out from the vibration. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the drill. We're going to start marking everything up where it needs to go and bolt it in. Alright, so this one here, as you can see, that's where the bolt is supposed to get bolted to, the eye bolt, but it is so close. I don't know if, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it right there. It's so close, so there's literally no way that eye bolt's gonna fit in there unless I did something crazy custom. But, and being that this seat bracket is pretty thick, I was gonna bolt it to the floor here, but I'm actually gonna bolt it right to the seat bracket here. So as long as there's enough clearance under there, I should be able to make that work. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that one first, since that's gonna be the easiest, and we'll pick up on the rest. Alright, so that one is finally bolted in. So you can see she ain't going nowhere. That's a pretty thick bracket, so it's FIA rated, so it should do. I haven't sized it up yet. We'll do that when we're all finished. Now I just got to do the front 2 real quick and we'll be good to go. So let me go ahead, mark those up, drill them, and that will be done. Alright guys, so just finished up. I just cleaned up all the shavings. Harness is finally done, so I'll show you guys how I did it real quick. So again, factory bolt, 2 strapped to the cage. I went ahead and rubber band up the excess. The fronts I bolted right in front of the factory bolts here, so they're right in front, and the other one I bolted right down there to the seat bracket. So again, got the excess here in a rubber band for quick adjustments, and same thing up front here. So that is done. I'm gonna leave the wrapping on until it's time to put them to use, just so they don't get all nasty. This is for a Hans, so that when I finally do get a Hans, it'll be ready to go, and you know, better safe than sorry. So now that that's all finished up, we're gonna head up front, remove the bumper, and get started on our duct. Alright guys, so I got the duct finished. This took me a very long time to make and get just right, so This is what it looks like inside the car. If I can get it in there. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. There we go. Hang on, let me get it lined up right. Alright, so it's not exactly center, but that's what it will look like once it's in the car. See, it kind of corners up on the sides to duct the air out that way. And yeah, so that's about it. I just need to find a way to fasten it now, and we'll be good to go. I do have a grill coming up here. It's a black mesh, so that'll kind of clean up the look a little bit. But this is how it came out. Not too bad. The reason why it's got that little lip on the front is so when it rains, water can just drip down and fall down that way. So now I just got to take the bumper off, find a way to mount it, and we'll be good to go. All right, so here's the duct finally done. So as you can see, it goes right in. There's my radiator, there's the turbo. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see the turbo right there, radiator right there. Blows right in. Got the fins on the side to kind of keep it guided that way. And yeah, it rests right above the intercooler, so that air will just be forced right past it and straight into the engine bay. And then once I get the vent for the top, it'll just blow right out the top. So hopefully that makes a big difference. Once we get the grill, it should look a lot better. That should be coming here soon, and we'll see how she turns out. Alright guys, so the last thing on today's agenda is to go ahead and remove the bolts that we're holding in the spoiler. This is the OEM location and everything, so we're not even going to be using these anymore. Once I take them out, I'm going to be plugging them off and probably siliconing the plugs in. And that's just in the meantime until one day I finally decide to get body work done, and then that way I'll patch in the holes permanently. But for now, we're going to plug them off and silicone them in. But first, got to remove the bolts and all this stuff. That's everything on my list for today. So I just went ahead and taped these off for now until I can get some plugs. I just scraped off all the leftover residue with a razor blade. If you have nice paint, I would not do that, but this paint's already screwed as it is, so that's one thing nice about it. I could take the easy way out of some things. So we removed the bolts, got the harness installed, and the bumper duct is complete. Just waiting to get the mesh for the front, and then we'll be all done. So then after this, I just got to fix all the lines that melted when we're at Sebring, and then get a new spoiler, and we should be good to go to balance out the aerodynamics. Once I get the spoiler, I'm probably going to end up having to get a splitter and canards for the front, and while I'm at it, I'm probably going to get a diffuser done for the rear too. And this way here, all the downforce will be balanced, and maybe one day we'll put her in an air tunnel and really fine-tune everything. But until then, that is it. Figured I'd just take you guys with me on some quick fixes and installs for today. And this is just kind of a normal day on the TEG, just making a little bit of changes here and there, and this is all part of the development, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys like videos like this, go ahead and give this a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, because I will be posting more like this. So hope you guys enjoy. Go ahead and add me on Snapchat, because you will see a lot of this on my Snapchat too when I'm not holding the camera. So other than that, hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later.